What up? Your boy MC Shadow. Now, to begin this video, these are just my opinions only, because it's about to get like real up in this bitch. Now, these are just my opinions, what I think, because I know a lot of people gonna have a few opinions to share about this shit. Now, people are like wondering like what's really going on, right? It's from good and bad, right? Because people are viewing it either both ways, but in reality, both agendas are bad. Now, you have like, why is it that liquor stores could be open and people could be out there creating this madre, but churches have to be closed, schools have to be closed, and all of that, right? And then you have the Republicans that are saying one thing, Democrats that are saying another. But in reality, they're all bad in general. Education, because pretty much they only school you and show you in the way where you still need somebody to give you the answer, right? Like someone's the one with the answer. They don't show you how to be independent and you know, make your own decisions and stuff like that. Same with church. Church shows people that they need to rely on somebody to make it right for them, right? Like if you just pray and everything like that, shit will work itself out. No, that's not how it works. The government is saying, you know, making like if you speak your mind, you know, you're a villain, hooligan and stuff like that. Especially how there's people that say, you know, the government's trying to control us because, you know, just like in jail, they don't want you going to the gym because they don't want you to get in shape. They're controlling how much meat you eat for you don't get buff, or you don't, you know, overthrow the government. And then the church is saying that you just need to pray and stay calm and just don't, you know, just let God work itself out. No. All right. The main thing is basically they want you to choose a side, right? In any of them, right? Whether it's religion, even in schools, even from politics. Why can't you just make your own agenda and speak your own mind? See, that's what people need to understand. Jesus' words and philosophy got corrupted, you know, by the government somewhere along the line, you know, because, you know, that was one of the main things that he rebelled against Caesar, right? Like, why would Jesus want you to idolize him like a god when that's what Caesar wanted from his people and that's what Jesus rebelled against? So why would he ask the same from you? You get what I'm saying? Jesus was teaching not so much for you to praise me, but to take my advice and be better yourself and choose your own path and walk your own steps. That's the message he was trying to give, not this one that's been tainted throughout the years, right? You know, church is greedy as it gets, you know what I'm saying? Like religion as well, you know, trying to punish those who do actions, you know, by saying eternal hell. And if you follow my way, you know, you're granted a fucking immortality, basically a wish, forever, you know, you live forever. You know, when Jesus was just trying to say for you to live life and don't let somebody come and try to like conquer you. You get what I'm saying? Jesus never waited in a fucking building for God to fucking, you know, come and handle his business for him. He was out there handling his business. Martin Luther King was out there handling his business. Rosa Parks was like, "Charles, I ain't getting off this bus." They put their fucking foot down, and that's how some changes have been happening throughout, you know, the centuries. But by people putting their fucking foot down and saying, "Hell no." Like, "Oh, you ain't gonna listen, motherfucker, I'll put you on a cross, homie." And that fool was like, "Do what you gotta do, homie, but I ain't folding, homie." Same with these people. Go inside your house and everything. Charles, homie, you gotta take me out. People have to put their foot down. I mean foot down, not raiding and fucking stealing stores and everything. I don't know what the hell y'all motherfuckers are doing, homie. To be honest with you, y'all on a different agenda. Y'all on that fucking, you only give a fuck about yourself, homie. That's the real. But like, actually protesting change. See, the thing is, the one thing that Democrats don't see, because even they're like, you know, like, they're so lost in their fucking agenda. They think that what they're doing is like for the good, because they think they're so good. They're the goody two shoes, you know what I mean? Like, but they don't understand that. Now, for example, blowing out the numbers on coronavirus. Yes, they are. Why are they doing this? Because they want to show people, look, Donald Trump's an idiot. He can't control the country under this chaos. He can't. Look, he can't, you know, the virus is getting out of control. He's not sending us supplies, you know. They're spinning it their way because they don't like him. They want him out of office because they can never get their way with him, and they think he's the bitch ass And they just want them out. But people are losing their jobs. Families out here can't pay rent. All this is madre, but they don't care. Even if people die, they don't give a fuck. As long as their agenda gets done for the good of the cause. Same with the Republicans. They don't give a fuck what they're stirring up. They don't give a fuck if buildings are burning down. See, they're going about the same way. Just one is going about it straight up forward. You know, fuck these fools or whatever. And then the other one is like acting like a little brat, a little kid. Only cares about themselves and don't give a fuck about. Even if the act is good, but look at the price you had to pay. How many people had to suffer? But did you care? No, because you thought you were doing a good thing, a good deed. See, even the people that try to do good things, somewhere along the line, they get blinded by their own passion or ego. Depends how you want to slice it. Nowadays generation, the only mistake that I gotta say, you know, it's good that they're protesting and everything and voicing their opinions how it should be. The only thing that I say is that they lack discipline. Now, dominating and discipline are two very different things. Dominating is when you dominate somebody for your own selfish goals, right? You just want to dominate, control for your own fucking ego. Discipline is when you kind of like dominate a little, you know, but there's been a lesson taught. You know, you're doing it for them to better themselves. You know what I mean? They're learning something out of it, which in the other one, they're not learning a goddamn thing. You know, because nowadays either two things happen. We were raised kind of fucked up, so we wanted to give our kids everything. By doing that, though, we took away some morals, you know, hard working, how to be independent, doing things yourself, respect, and all of that. And some, the wrong way, you know, here's the phone, go over there. Leave me alone. I'm busy checking Facebook, Instagram. Here, go over there, go over there. Instead of telling your kids to go outside and play, how about you go outside with them and play? Instead of you telling your kids read a book, how about you read the book with them? Instead of say doing your homework, how about you sit there and do the homework with them? How about you actually have a relationship with your fucking child? I'm just saying, you know what I mean? And maybe life will be a little bit better. See, our parents made mistakes and we thought we were better than them. And by now we'll just give our kids everything and blah blah. Look, he has everything. He has fucking more than I ever had. But at the same time, you didn't even bond with him, and that's what he wants. A relationship with his parents, but you didn't give him that. You just gave him everything else, materialistic things, which means nothing. A hurricane, tornado, floods, anything could destroy all of that. You know what I mean? And you could replace it, but you can't replace your relationship, your bond, and the life of someone that you care about. You know, let's not be ignorant. You know, and that's the problem with. See, the thing is that people need to make their own choices. You know, if this is a democracy and you really want to live free, you know what free is? When you make your own decisions and someone doesn't make them for you. You know, because the billionaires that control everything, including government. I'll finance your campaign. I'll stand with you out there, but you got to do what I'm telling you. If not, I ain't financing you and I'm not standing with you. And the guy's like, fuck, man, I can't win without him. I need this motherfucker. So then you start following his agenda. Regardless of whatever billionaire it is, whether his intentions are good, whether his intentions are bad, their shit has been polluted for years. And they don't see it. They think that they know what's right for me. How do you know what's right for me? You don't even know me, my boy. You don't even sit down and actually listen to me. So how the fuck do you know? And imagine, me? I'm the only one that he didn't listen to, huh? Nah, guess what? He didn't listen to none of you motherfuckers, dog. We're in the same boat. So let's not act like somebody's better than other people, like the rich, right? I'm better than those fucking poor people. Government shuts down. Now, ain't no jale for you either. Now you can't pay your rich-ass house that you own all this money. $800,000 house you can't, Lamborghini you can't even pay for. But you thought you were better than them, like Immortal Technique said. You thought you were better than these fucking poor people. You thought you were living high and mighty. Shit closes down, now you're digging into your fucking savings. You just as broke as them now. Reality hits. Because guess what? The ones calling the fucking shots control everything, homie. And now they see that all these people... See, I'm not religious. I don't believe in religion. Don't believe in a higher being with magical powers. I'm sorry, I don't. But I do believe in Jesus. Great philosopher, great word. As a matter of fact, he was so intelligent and ahead of his fucking times, people must have seen him like a fucking god. The way he was able to fucking predict shit that wasn't a crack. That's what philosophy is. Study, behavior, and all that. Oh, they were just lucky guesses. What the fuck is science? What is a hypothesis? Theory? What is that? Come on now. But people will always want to spin it their way, their web. It's cool. You know what I mean? But he's seen this shit. There's righteous people. There's been people like Jesus for fucking centuries. And you know who inspired them? Jesus Christ himself. His fucking word is still inspiring people to this fucking day. You know? He inspired the greatest of greats with his fucking voice. That's why he knew he was gonna live forever. And he was gonna be reborn. But not physically wise, but through his words and his good deeds. Because guess what, homie? When you treat somebody righteous and you treat somebody with humbleness and you're actually there for them, they never forget you, homie. They never forget you. They'll always give you a shout out. But if you were always a dick, a bitch, an asshole, and all of them to that, guess what, homie? Fuck you, dog. They forget you like this, homie. You ain't shit. But the ones that were righteous forever live on. Generation, story to story. You know? And I see how you're always gonna need money. You know, whether you're the fools in the university because they still gotta listen to the state because they're the one that pays their checks. So they even gotta, hey, I don't want you teaching this. Guess what? They're not teaching it. Now they gotta hold back. Same with the church. You know what I mean? Gotta be your own person. Have your own thoughts. And let no one control you. Voice your opinion. You know, however people want to take it, like, nah, homie, it's the Illuminati. I know what I'm talking about. Fuck it, I guess it's Illuminati. You know, so everybody meets their own. They're just my thoughts. You know, like I live in the real world where real shit happens. You know, where I can't just do a Kamehameha or a Hadouken. You know what I mean? Or somebody being able to make shit levitate. You know what I mean? And then the church kind of says it the same way, but in a nicer way. They think what they're doing, but at the end of the day, guess what? Both of those roads will meet in the middle again. But I'm gonna choose left, no right. No, just walk straight. You go left, you go right. Whether it's church or selfishness in government, whether it's Democrats, Republicans, whether it's right and wrong, whether it's whatever. I'm gonna go right in the middle. That's just what it is, homie.